Hey YouTube, this is Manifest020 bringing you a new level of self-awareness. I kept thinking about what I was going to talk about in this video, and it's so weird, it seems like it get easier as I go, because I make a video, I break the ice, and then everything feels better, but it just gets harder, and I don't know what it is. It's like I'm trying to reach some climax, I'm so worried about how I'm going to impact people, how I'm going to impact myself. I got fear, I'm embarrassed, I'm afraid that my ideas, might not be, I don't know. But here's the deal, right? I wanted to talk about in this video something I call the zone. It's like Twilight Zone, do. But the zone is like, it's in sports and it's in like everything you're passionate about doing. It's like this state you reach where you're trying but you're not trying, and everything just seems to click just the way you want it. You're just like basketball, for example. I used to play basketball and I'd always be worried about that shot. You get all nervous about that shot and you shoot it up and then brick, just hits the rim and bounces off. But, you play basketball enough, or you play you do whatever you love doing enough, and then you eventually reach this state, this zone where you're not trying, you're just, I don't know, I guess it's like self-awareness kind of, but not, you're just not trying, and everything just seems to work exactly the way it should be. It's synchronicity. It's all of these things where it just, everything works out the way they should be, and that's what I need to focus on when I'm making these videos. I'm so worried about like scripting them and what I'm going to say, and because I really want to make an impact on you. I want to make an impact on the people that are out there. I want them to feel my love, to feel my self-awareness, to feel all these things that I'm trying to put out there. And what I need to remember is that if I just let things flow, if I just let things happen the way they're supposed to happen, if I just let go of the fucking reins, and just let things happen, then everything just works out the way it should be. And it's really interesting. It's so counterintuitive because you try really hard to get what you want. You try and you try and you try, and it just doesn't work out. And then you just try for the joy of doing it. You just try for the sake of doing it, for the sake of being, and then everything just works itself out. It's really easy. And it goes back to, the Bible thing. Ask and it is given. All you got to do is ask. You don't have to try. You don't have to put effort into it. You just ask, you go for it, and then it's just given to you. And it just seems like it's such a hard concept to grasp. And we have like this bubble around us, right? This bubble of consciousness. Like everything in this bubble is what we're able to understand and what we're able to accept. And then everything outside of that, what we're not allowed, what we can't allow ourselves to accept, what we deny, it's all outside of understanding. And our reality is based on this bubble of consciousness, this bubble of awareness and understanding and acceptance. And it just boggles my mind how that works, And the interesting thing is you can sit there and you can make all these theories about your reality, and then you find out that your theories are the things that are binding you most. Like in my last video, I was talking about how we have all these things that we deny. And when we deny them, then they're outside of our grasp. They're outside of our ability to see again because, we deny them. And it's not right time and right place. But here's the deal. That theory is binding me into this other box it's putting rules on my reality that aren't necessarily there. And when I really start to think about it, all my denials, all the things I deny that I can't accept, they are accessible at all times. But I can't bring myself to accept that. Just that theory puts me into a bind, and and it puts me outside of reach of my denials. But if I just let things flow, if I just let go of the reins, then I come to new understandings. So that's really what I wanted to talk about, is just this flow idea, this zone. It's like when you're swimming, if you don't know how to swim, you're encased with fear, and you think you're going to drown, and you get all worried and worked up about drowning, and so you just sit there and you thrash. But as everybody knows, thrashing doesn't help you keep afloat. You just sink. But if you just get into that flow, if you get into that zone and you just work with the water to float, then you can swim. And this can be applied to so many things. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do, but if you just let things flow, music, entertainment, learning, math, science, whatever it is, if you just let things flow and you stop restricting yourself, then it just happens. It happens like that. It's given. It's you ask and it's given. And this whole thing about self-awareness, you read, a line in the Bible that says, the kingdom of heaven is within. And I read this quote in the Conversations with God, and it said that to not go within is to go without. And I think there's so much to learn just from those statements, If you're aware of the theories that you put out on your reality, then you open yourself to possibilities. And that's what synchronicity is about. That's what growing is about. And it's all the things you fear, like just talking into this video, talking to you right now. That's a fear that I'm just like, I'm so afraid, but I do it anyway, because I know that whatever happens, whatever comes out of my mouth when I talk on this video, it'll be a growing experience. And that's what I need to keep in mind. I need to let things flow and just let them come out the way they come out, because the way they come out, when they come out, is the perfect way for them to come out. So that's my short little video on flow, and I am just I've been avoiding making videos lately, and I don't know why. It's just this fear, it's this block I keep putting up, I'm not going to be able to impact people, or I'm just afraid of my ideas, and I'm going to break them down. I'm going to break those barriers down, and I'm going to keep coming at you. And if you like it, you like it. And if you don't like it, good. I would enjoy the criticism, because everything's about growing. So I give my love out to all of you, and I hope you keep watching, and I'm really interested in all of your ideas, and just let things flow.